Hello YouTube, this is William. Welcome to another 2-week update. These updates are about the shop, what's in fabrication, what's coming up, if there's any sales coming up, any new models that we're talking about, just a bunch of things. So while I'm lasering the North Winds, the first shipment to Great Northern Knives, I think total they have about 50 that's ordered for first runs. So anyway, this is the first shipment. I don't know what, if you have one on order, what your number is in line, but anyway, first dozen is going to Great Northern well, today actually. It'll be in the mail today for them to put the handles on. So kind of keep an eye on that. And I don't know if they have any extras ordered. You have to talk to me, okay? Talk to Great Northern. Also, I talked to Jeff yesterday, and there's going to be some drops on his website fairly soon. He's got some things now that's on there. Just go to their website, greatnorthernknives.com, and look under the WC webpage, and you'll see some things there. I think when I looked the other day, they had a field lure or two. They had a Alaskan Scout. He received yesterday some narrows that they're going to be setting handles on. If you don't know what the narrow is, then it is a distal taper skinning knife. And there's been several people that has just been over the moon about that distal taper on various models. So the narrow is another one. It's an old design that is a phenomenal skinning blade. So if you're looking for a woodsman's camp / skinning knife, then definitely take a look at that Woodsman's Narrow, because I think it was kind of overlooked, which I was releasing models fairly quickly at that time point. And so there's a lot of the great designs that was just kind of fell off the edge of the earth, if you will. So so anyway, they've got about 10 or so. So if you're looking for a skinning knife, where that has a distal taper that hook, it's got a hook to it, and a tooth and all that good stuff, and with a messment tip. That's it. That is it. So take a look. If you want to know what it is, just do a brief search on YouTube, WC Knives Narrow or Woodsman's Narrow, and it should at least 1 or 2 videos pop up. Okay. So anyway. So that's what's happening with the Great Northern Knives. Ridge Runner has things on their website. They have, I think, a handful of triple X's, and they have a handful of black hats left. If you order a knife or buy a knife from them, then I think you get a strop. They're doing a special until as long as the strops last. So anyway, I think there's a code that you have to use. So just read their website, and I'm sure the information is on their homepage, and use that code, and you get a free strop with a knife purchase. What a deal. So anyway, that's what's happening with the wholesale side. The retail side, I have not gotten anything else shipped out this week. I still, all of January of 2024 orders have been sent out, except for David Durheimer. I need your final payment. That final invoice has been sent in your inbox for at least 2 to 3 weeks. So I'm going to send you a notice here pretty soon about whether you want it or not. And if I don't hear from you, then I'm going to pass it on to someone else. So I need to hear from you, buddy. All right. And that is order 2705, David Durheimer. Okay. So that's where we're at, and all of February is February of 2024 is fabricated, and they're WCSKs, and so they're on the wall in there, ready for me to do the finish grinds on, and I get those done. I'm going to try to get them done next week, but anyway. This week has been kind of hectic. I've had a lot of things going on in the shop, so didn't get out as much as I'd hoped. But anyway, so that's where we're at on that. Okay, let's talk. That's on the retail side. That is all the production knives. Okay. Now let's talk about first runs. All of the Mighty Mini first runs are out the door. They are shipped out. The chef's knives, the 6.5-inch chef knife, and the paring knives, half of them are being handled right now by Tom, and the other half is been heat treated, and I will get those to Tom on Monday. We should do a swap out. So look for the first half of the 6.5-inch chef knife first runs and the paring knife first runs to be shipped out next week. And the following week, then the last of the chef's knives first runs and paring knives will be shipped out then. So like I say, probably the first week in January, we'll get all of those, all of the chef's knives will be gone. And then the next thing on the list will be the Master Outdoorsman Gen 2. And I've already started heat treating those blades. And when we start walking around the shop, you'll be able to see those blades. They got heat tool wrap on them, getting ready for heat treatment. So anyway, that's where we're at on that. The Gray Man, the first runs has ended. They ended on December the 2nd. As promised, no, you can't order a first run anymore. I've gave out many warnings. Once it's over, it's over. And so, but you will be able to order a production model in the Gray Man, which is the same exact knife. It just doesn't have first run on the blade. Once I start shipping out the first runs, but I usually wait until the first runs are in the process of shipping out before I offer that. The issue with the production knives is they're in line with all the other production knives. So they're done in sequence of order. So that usually takes about 10 months to get one once they're, a production knife is ordered. First runs are handled different. Okay, so first runs, once they're ordered, the end of the order, then they usually start shipping about 3 to 4 months after the first run offer ends. So anyway, I've got all the blanks, counting the models that I made for the instructors for Fuel the Fires. There's been about 111 first runs ordered. So if you want to know totals on that, how many of the first runs there are, there's about 111, 114, somewhere along in there. But anyway, so that's how many was ordered. And I've got the blanks already water jetted. I showed you guys the box in the last update. All of those blanks are water jetted. And matter of fact, that box right there is a lot of the handle material is being ordered and stuff. So all the material is pretty much on hand or about to be on hand for that. Okay, I think you're up to date on first runs. The sale, there's there's 3 knives left on the November sale. Thank you guys for such a fantastic sale. I appreciate you. I know this is a bad time of year to do this. Everybody's trying to save their pennies for Christmas and all this other stuff. And while I'm thinking about it, I wish everyone a safe and Merry Christmas. May you enjoy your day with your friends and families. And remember what the day is for. As a family, we have never been too much on holidays. It's just another day to us. We do celebrate the birth of Christ every day of the year. But anyway, Christmas, all the holidays and all that other stuff, we just never got too excited about it. But anyway, I do wish each and every one of you a safe and happy holidays and all of that good stuff. So anyway, if you celebrate it, then I wish you well. But anyway, I guess that's it. Let's do a brief walk around, and then I'll finish these north winds and get those out to Great Northern. But like I say, the first dozen or so is headed out. I still got to do the 3B ones, so that's in works, but haven't shipped any of those out. Anyway, while I'm talking about 3B, I did a video on the Crucible Industries They're filing Chapter 11 was the last word I heard, and there's been a lot of speculation that throughout the industry that there's a possibility of them selling and all kinds of stuff. So, does anybody know what's going to happen? Probably only the CEO knows what's going to happen. So everything else that you hear is pretty much speculation or hearsay. Okay, so it's amazing to me how many experts is on YouTube. Everybody knows something about something, and so anyway. But hey, it is what it is. But anyway, as far as how it affects WC knives, it really doesn't. If I offered a 3V or a Crucible steel in anything, it means I have the steel on hand. So it just means that there won't be any future builds using Crucible steels if they go away. But right now, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? I suspect, this is not the first time that they went through Chapter 11. I suspect that they will probably structure and pick up from where they left off. That's what's going to happen. But again, nobody knows for sure. But I do wish them well. Just signs of the times that we're in, and we'll keep on from there. But AEDL, Nitro V, O1, all that steels has nothing to do with Crucible steels. So anyway, Crucible is only for those that has a CPM in the front, which is 3V, Magna Cut, S30VN. All of those steels is Crucible steels. But the steels that I use primarily, AEDL, Nitro V, O1, those steels has nothing to do with Crucible. So they come primarily from Germany. My steels do. O1 is, I think O1 is still done here in the States. I'm not sure. But anyway, and O1 is offered with the WCSK. So anyway. All right. Well, let's do a quick walk around and let me get back to my laser. See, here's the Master Outdoorsman Gen 2s right here. Some more blanks that are ready to be tool wrapped. I've got the next batch of a dozen North Winds has started heat treating. So I'll get those in the cryo tanks and get those tempered for me to grind next week. Get those off to Great Northern. And be sure and check out their website, because there's just been some fantastic drops on their website. You never know what kind of handle material they'll pick up as far as on some of those models. They got some beautiful handle materials. Okay, in the grind room, the last part of the chef's knives and the paring knives, and the WCSKs that's in February orders. I still have those. I still need to do the final invoice for those to who those go to. I just haven't got around to that. It's this past week has been a little hectic. As you can tell by the shop, is a disaster. I'm having to reorganize and regroup a lot of things because well, anyway, when it happens, I'll let you guys know. But I'm trying to redo my storage. It's trying to get organized again. I haven't organized the shop in such a long time that it's getting to where it needs to be done. We just put it that way. All right, I think you guys are up to date. We're not planning on any sales anytime soon. The next knife that's going to come out is probably going to be the Master Field Knife, the WCFK. And if you guys don't know what that is, see, here is the there's two knives that's left in the sale. That's one, and it's a 3V prototype, 3V with a sheath, and this one. which is a 3V. Little mini parang, if you will. And I'm not sure. This one here is the what the Woods and Game, the Woods and Game model. It's going to be an R&D for the next several months. Probably release that one in sometime in late summer. This is the FK, the WCFK. We'll probably release this one through Ridge Runner blades. I think this is kind of a tactical bushcraft knife that I think this one was done in MagnaCut. It's a prototype. But anyway, talking to Ridge Runner, and we'll probably release that through Ridge Runner. We still need to set everything up and get everything finalized, but we're going to do all of that at first of the year. I'll get with Jason and we'll work out the details on that. I'll let you know as soon as we have something finalized. But I think that field knife, this tactical bushcraft type thing, fits with their lineup, and so we'll do first runs through Ridge Runner blades. If that is a model that you're interested in, then let Jason know so he can kind of have an idea of how popular that one's going to be. And again, I don't know that I have not done any introduction videos on this. But anyway, if you guys are interested in this, let me know. It was kind of done with the idea of a grunt knife, if you will. I mean, it's going to be a sturdy piece of steel, 3/16. Let me set this down. The blade on it is about 5 inches. It's got about a 5-inch blade. Width is about 2 inches. I mean, it's just a beef of a knife that has a very fine edge to it. Reinforced tip. It's got that faceted tip. Got the faceted tooth. One of those that you can pry open crates with it and just kind of use it as a pry bar, but not quite. You know, I wouldn't get too rambunctious with it. But anyway, it's a lot more robust than most of my knives. I will put it that way. I would say many of my knives. The SK is pretty robust. But anyway, I got the little reverse grip. Got the skull crusher on the back. Pry bar on the back. A little bit of jimping back there. It's just one of those tactical knives that can be used as a bushcraft knife as well. And I think it's a very, very versatile knife for a field use, if you will. So anyway. All right, me rambled enough. I got to get back to my laser. Till the next one, you guys get in the backyard, whittle on a stick. Be sure to take a child with you, get the opportunity. And don't forget those plenty of Band-Aids and lots of knives. And we'll catch you again very, very soon. Y'all have a Merry Christmas.